Alrighty, Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australian. Also, welcome back to the Steelers Dynasty Podcast. Today, guys, we're going to talk about some free agents, and I think it's leading up to next week is when it really starts happening. It goes super, super crazy. So let's bring in the other guys on the other side of the channel, which is Shane. Shane, how's it going, mate? How are you?
It's going good. I made dinner and I sat down in my chair in my office, and then I fell asleep and I woke up and it was like 6:45. I'm like, shit, we got to go.
Yeah, we got to go. He's ready to go. Another guy ready to go is Bubba. G'day, Bubba. What's up?
Well, I didn't make any dinner. I just grabbed a hoagie real quick and slammed it.
He's got the wheel of destiny spinning there.
Huh?
The weather's so nice. The internet doesn't.
I'm good.
Oh, am I here? My internet's been playing up. Am I here? Can you see me?
Yeah. I can see you fine.
I see everybody.
Okay.
I'm all knowing. No, not that knowing.
Jay Quest got Daredevil, George T.
I just hope we
got everybody in the house.
I can't wait till next weekend. We'll have so much to talk about next weekend.
This is the lead up. Look, fellas, I'll be very honest. I've been busy with work and stuff, and I haven't been that motivated to talk about Steelers because how it ended last year, and we're getting reconnected to Ayuk and a lot of things happening. I haven't been I haven't been following too many rumors, but this is now the lead up towards the free agent period, and also the next few days they got to sign someone, a quarterback. So I'm starting to get back on the train of like, okay, here we go. This is the 2025 season. You guys feeling that too? Like you feeling
you want me to fan the flames of excitement?
Yeah.
Go back to the time machine. A year ago, we didn't have Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. Remember how excited we were when that happened?
Mm-hmm. We had Kenny Pickett. I thought the Steelers were going to go do the same thing they normally do, was go with Kenny Pickett, and they end up getting Russell Wilson. Around this time, he flew to Pittsburgh, had like a 10-hour meeting with the Steelers, and we all, okay, that means he's signing because he was there a long time. And then a week later, they signed Justin Fields or something, or Kenny Pickett was cut or something like that, traded away. It all happened so fast.
It was like remember when you were a kid in the United States, you had a Cracker Jack box, and then you the Cracker Jack box, it was the popcorn, the kernel popcorn was the good stuff. That was Wilson, but the prize in the box was Justin Fields. So in less than 3 days, we only had Pickett, and then he got so upset, and then we had two other quarterbacks. One was a Super Bowl winner, and one was athletically better than Kenny Pickett ever will be. And now,
but also Kenny Pickett, he kicked up a stink and was a bit annoyed about Russell Wilson coming in, apparently, right? And then he was traded a few days later. So they wouldn't got Justin Fields. And I talked on my Steelers podcast last year. I said they won't get Wilson and they won't get Fields. And I was wrong for both.
I know. You were in your car talking about it.
I was wrong on both subjects because I thought what they normally do is, and maybe it's a different changing in people say, oh, the Steelers haven't changed, but that was like one big change was they wouldn't normally go with Kenny Pickett that year. And now he's a Super Bowl champion. But I think this year's a bit different. I feel like, as Shane was saying, kind of last year, starting Fields. Now, most of the Steelers fan base, I think, wants Fields back, and they don't want to run it back with Russell Wilson, right, Shano?
Yeah, I think you're right. But, I was thinking about it, and I think Fields is going to want a lot of money for all the product in the field still is undecided. Like he won, 4 games, but he won it with his legs. And if you have a quarterback, unless you're running him in a wildcat, you need someone that can throw the ball. So it's kind of the jury's still out with him. I think the Steelers have a better shot with him because he's going to be less money. But what do you guys think if Wilson gets signed?
I'm going to run with it. I think if they sign Wilson, then you got to get some playmakers and receivers and RBs. But I feel like what I've been reading reports is that Fields is the first option. However, if that doesn't go through and Fields finds another team, they're going to go to Wilson. Bubba, what do you think?
Well, hopefully they go to Fields first, but also too, somebody might give him a little bit more money than the Steelers. So this could be a bidding war for Justin Fields. But I also heard through the grapevine, the Giants are looking at, Russell. And they have the money to sign him more than the Steelers. So by the 10th, we might not have either quarterback under contract for the Steelers.
Imagine that. Imagine if
and then, if that happens, then I have no idea what to do. Like I'll be in catatonic state.
Let's go to that route. Say they don't sign anyone before the free agency period starts, right? Then when it does start, the Raiders go and sign Justin Fields, and then Giants sign Wilson. Then what do we do? What happens next?
Daniel,
do we sit back and wait? Like, do you just go, oh, is it Sam Darnold? Is it quarterback? I feel like the Steelers are going to sign one or two of them. I think it's going to be Fields. You'd have to say the next few days.
Donald will want more money than both of those two put together. But also Donald had great receivers, where the Steelers do not have, the receivers that the Vikings had to make Donald look good.
Mm-hmm. But Vikings also, I was watching the Good Morning Football today, because now I'm starting to get back more into football talk. Maybe I think the offseason wears me out when it's too rumor based, when it's like 4 weeks away from the actual event. But now we're like 1 week away, so it's a bit easier for me.
Oh, it'll be so catastrophic. As soon as free agency
it goes
hits,
bang. Yeah, yep. it's wild, dude. And I sleep through it all, and I wake up and go, "What? Who?" I'm like, "What we do?" But yeah, they were talking about today that JJ McCarthy, they want to give him a chance. So Darnold they want to try and sign Darnold, but at the same time, they want to give JJ McCarthy a chance. So Darnold could go to another team. And it's funny because 2 or 3 years ago, Darnold need a backup, but Darnold wants to play. He want to be starter. But a few years ago, Darnold was not the guy. Like, everyone hated him. Now they love him because he's played good football, right? So, yeah. Jacob says we should sign Field and stop the trend of signing washed-up free agents. It's a trend that's been happening over the past decade. Well, we have now 6 quarterbacks. I just want one, fellas. I've been saying it for weeks. I just want a quarterback that I don't care if the experiment goes wrong. I want to say sign Fields for a 2 or 3 year contract, and he's the guy. Build around him, market him, buy all the jerseys. He's the guy. Then you have all receivers built around him. What do you think, Shane, they should do? Should they just settle on a quarterback for 2 or 3 years?
I think they're going to roll the dice. They're going to get like a late round Brady Cook. They're going to get I think they're going to draft somebody, and
I think so too.
Where they pick them in the draft is going to be determined about who's available. Brady Cook in the draft mock draft looks to be a good pick, and he's out of Missouri, real tall kid. You're not going to get Jackson, that Jackson Dart or whatever his name is. He's phenomenal. But there's a lot of good quarterbacks, more so, there's not a lot of good quarterbacks this year. So you're going to pick one later in the draft if they can sign a journeyman, sign someone who's been around a minute. Maybe it's Darnold, maybe it's Wilson.
Surely it can be a win-win, though, for any quarterback comes in and they sign a 2 year or 3 year contract, and then they also draft a quarterback, and that tells you that they're not going to, there is no competition. This year, I just want no competition. I want like the Bills have, Josh Allen. I want like Commanders. They've got, they have a quarterback. They have Lamar Jackson.
I do too, but we're not going to see that.
not a Josh Allen, but I'm saying I just want to go into the season without the fucking idea of a quarterback competition where Mike Tomlin and the crew are like, he's our guy. He's
I've never seen this before. I'm 53 years old. I have never seen this without a number 1 quarterback, like in the offseason right now. This has never happened before that I can recall. We always had somebody. I mean, it might not have been that good, but we always had a number 1 quarterback. Like last year we had Kenny Pickett. And then like even in the 80s, we had like David Woodley, and we had Marlone. We had quarterbacks. We had like Bobby Brister and Neil O'Donnell. We had quarterbacks, but this is the first time ever where we don't even have a quarterback yet. It's just crazy.
And I think it's hard to build around that too. Sorry, Sean, I cut you off.
No, I was just going to say, I think the main reason everybody felt comfortable with Kenny Pickett because he was from Pitt. He played at Pitt. So that was a false sense of security that all the Yinzers are like, he's a hometown guy. Yeah.
Heisman, right guy, Rosie? Heisman Trophy? Did he win that?
No,
he didn't win that? Oh.
No. He got like Mark Arbuckle trophy or something. I mean, for a car, but that's about it.
Gene's right. Don't even remember the third stringer. It's so wild. And you know what, too? I'm not going to shit on Skylar Thompson because what if not saying he's going to be the starter, QB1, but he's still in rotation to be part of the QB3 or QB2. And he was a second round pick for the Dolphins, right? And obviously he's been cut, so it could be a redemption story for him. I wouldn't mind seeing him play in the practice squad or play in preseason games, but right now he's the only quarterback on the roster, on the practice squad.
Was Allen so bad they didn't even give him anything? The third string quarterback so bad they didn't like offer him anything, like
nothing yet. He's a free agent as well, you know. So maybe I just feel like the Steelers, if they want to be serious about this season, maybe next few seasons, and obviously they're probably talking to Fields or someone like that. You've got to sign them before they get to go to walk at the door and have a look at other teams. Because you don't want the scenario where the other teams go and get him and you're left with.
I don't think he can look at another team. I think you have to sign him because if he looks at another team, we're done.
No,
might be more money.
He's waiting. His agent's sitting there telling him, listen.
Could do.
Wait, see what's offered, and then come back to the Steelers.
All right, let's play a scenario then. I'm Mark Khan. That's Bubba's Andy Weidel, Shane's Justin Fields. So, yeah. Ready, Justin? We want to give you a 2. What's a good deal, Bubba, for a 2-year deal?
We'll give you Justin. We'll give you. Well, let me talk to Con. We'll give you. How about 11 million for 2? 11 and a half for 2 years. You think that's
so
good, Omar?
$22 million contract.
Yeah, for 2 years.
Okay, we'll bring it back in. So you heard none of that. Justin, we're thinking about giving you
30. Well, we're fucked.
Wait.
So basically, if the Steelers offer a short offer and they're trying to be more for the team, not the player friendly, Justin Fields and the agent is sitting back waiting to go to the other team to get more money, right?
Yep.
And we don't want that as an organization.
And you can't go high, because if you go high and nobody gives him that, then he's going to think that, we're going to overpay.
Yeah, that is the thing, because if they don't get a contract, and I think he's probably, to me, out of all the options this year to get a quarterback for the next few years, he's probably the best option, because if things, of course, he can work on his passing, but things run around and break down, he can always go for the first down. That's what was so exciting. He scored 5 TDs rushing. It was fun to watch.
How many did he throw?
I think 4 or 5.
Okay, so he had a total of 10 touchdowns for the 4 games he played. Russell had
6 games.
6 games. So Russell had what? Did he get 15?
26 and something.
He got 26 touchdowns?
Yeah, there's a lot. He played well. He played well into the last 5 games. People don't realize that too. There were a lot of moon balls, and there were some great passes to Austin and the Commanders game. Like Wilson was on fire for 8-2. Then it all fell apart, and that's the bad taste in our mouths.
You know what though? If he would have pulled out the upset to the Ravens, they would have signed him already, or they would have offered him something.
Yes, that would have, if that was a match where we won by 3 or won by 7, and Wilson had a great game. Yeah, that could be his ticket. So. But maybe the Steelers are in this point now, and I don't know about you, Shane, but what are they thinking? Are they just trying to? Do they go the younger option? Do they go bring back Wilson? Do they go the draft? Like, I just don't know.
They're going to go to the draft for sure. I mean, they're gonna reach out there and try to find someone that's a diamond in the rough. They're going to try to find the next Big Ben.
That's going to be hard.
Is he in that draft class? I don't know, but.
And
yes. All the time. It's like buying you guys probably don't have scratch off gambling tickets. You know what those are?
Oh, we got them. Don't worry. We're a gambling culture, mate. We'll gamble on anything. We'll gamble on 2 flies walking up a wall to the very top. We'll gamble on anything. Doesn't matter. Anything moves, we'll gamble on.
Like a coin toss out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we do that. We have on Anzac Day we call it 2 up.
2 up. Yeah, 2 up. That's what I'm thinking of.
It's illegal every other day. It's only illegal that day.
Except for that day. No, but it's like the draft, the way I look at it, you have a better chance of winning with a higher draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be your $20 or $30 scratch off card. Now, if you get a $1 or $2 one, which would be your 7th round, yeah, you might win. But Steelers, I think that Brody Cook is going to might be that guy. Might be a good
Where's he from?
He's from Missouri.
Brody Cook?
Brody Cook. He had really good stats in the combine. Fast, athletic, really good. He's an accurate passer. Played in the SEC. Missouri was really solid and highly ranked the past 2 years.
Oh, sorry, Brady Cook. My bad. Yeah, Missouri. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna draft a quarterback earlier, like in the 3rd.
So do you think one of these guys are diamond in the rough like Brady Cook? Apparently, if he gets there, for me, there'd be no pressure on him to start this season. Do we need someone like that? I feel like we do.
That's what you need. You need to have someone in there, even if you go with a Justin Fields, just to let this kid get a little more comfortable. But I don't remember anyone other than Mahomes just coming in and slinging it for their rookie year.
Well, I think even Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence struggled the first year too. They pushed him in. You saw it with Bryce Young. I think it was last year, right, or the year before. He was terrible. Now he got better. Sam Darnold, a great case as well, where nobody wanted, but now they obviously do. So it's very interesting. But yeah, I also saw. I don't know if you guys saw on the Big Ben show this week. They had football and Big Ben.
It looks like he's like giving somebody the stink eye.
Eyeing someone.
So he was talking about as well that they should go towards Justin Fields. And that's what it looks like to me. And I don't want the Steelers fans to be, annoyed if it doesn't happen. But it does feel like that. Give him a good contract. Make him happy. Get him 2 or 3 years. Build around the offense. Go and sign a running back. Draft a running back. I think Najee might be on the out. But I feel like in the next few days, and if Shane...
I'm looking at stuff right now on free agent quarterbacks with Justin Fields. Okay, he's projected to get 10 to 15 million. His best fits right now are us, the Browns, the Jets, and the Raiders.
Browns.
Yeah. And the prediction is he signs a 1-year deal with the Steelers for 15.
I don't want a 1-year deal. I want a 2 or 3. I want like more than that. I'm sick of these because in the next year there's the exact same thing. 30. So you want $30 million over what?
I could go
over 2 years.
11 million, 22 million. Plus, how about incentive bonus? They got to have incentive bonuses, right?
Yeah, like Permane sandwich, maybe a couple pierogies and Iron City.
Well, if he gets this in a playoff game and wins a playoff game, you give him 7 sandwiches and you give him like another meal.
And he gets a number for some of the massage places that Justin Tucker, can't.
Yeah, but you said earlier in this show, you were talking about Sam Darnold, right? He's projected 35 to 40 million.
He had a big season. He's looking for a big contract.
He's predicted to sign a deal. There ain't no way the Steelers can afford this. It's predicted for $114 million with the Raiders.
Yeah, I think the Raiders, the Giants, they're all looking for quarterbacks. There's a few other ones out there. Definitely, it could be. There's obviously Matt Stafford was apparently a trade option, but now he's staying with the Rams. Derek Carr, I think he could be an option for other teams out there. But yeah, I just feel like the Steelers got to make or the Jets. Yeah, we took Aaron Rodgers is on the way out. Like there's just so many different people moving everywhere. So the buyer's market for QBs is on fire at the moment. And it's not just like Shane said, we have to be careful. Steelers going to be careful because if they don't have the right price, he will walk away, and he's more than happy to and likely as a player to walk away from the Steelers. There's no real connection besides the coin, right?
And the Giants, I'm looking at Wilson right now. The Giants got money, and that he's projected 20 to 25 million, and he's looking to sign a 1-year 20 mil at the Giants. Steelers are not paying him $20 million for a year. That ain't happening.
No, I think it's going to be. Maybe we are on the door of this. We're on the edge of it, and it could happen tomorrow, the next day, or the day after. I'm just waiting for it. Because...
Okay, so what about if they don't sign either one? They go to other teams. I'll ask you guys a question, starting with you first, Mark. If both quarterbacks we had last year signed for bigger money somewhere else, who do you sign?
Who are the
options?
So you need a free agent, right? The
Yes.
QB free agent.
Yes.
I think there's not that many great players.
You would have. I'll throw some. Well, one's Aaron Rodgers.
Who would really fit our system as well? You know, I don't think you're going to sign like a Drew Lock or anything like that, or Marcus Mariota.
Kirk Cousins. These are just off the top of my lovely phone. Aaron Rodgers.
Would you reach out to Daniel Jones? I don't know. To me, it's not like there's that many flashy QBs out there. You know,
Winston, Gardner Minshew, Jacob Brissett, Marcus Mariota, Jimmy G, Carson Wentz, Trey Lance.
But all these guys have had their time in the sun, though.
Yeah, these are all.
I just don't think they're if anything, the Steelers can't mess up this Justin Fields thing for him to go to another team. You get him in the contract, and then you build your franchise. Then you do what Shane says: get a third day quarterback, and that's your guy. You re-sign a backup. You have Skylar Thompson on the practice squad. That's where you move with it. I just feel like they can't stuff it up.
If you tank, and you shoot for the stars next year.
Yeah, and you got to go with someone. You know, George.
If they don't sign those two, you go with because he has familiar with Arthur Smith's offense, I believe. You go with Cousins, maybe. I'm just pulling stuff out of the air.
Well, the thing with Cousins was he really a fit with the Falcons? Like he played awful last year, you know. But he's a big money quarterback too, and he's getting older. I don't know if I want to go that direction again.
Yeah, I don't know. Because we're not going to have no receivers is going to want to sign with the Steelers, and we don't have a quarterback. That's
what I'm saying. You got to start from. You need to solve it soon before the window opens for all the
before all those receivers are gone, and then we're like, oh shit, we got nobody.
Yeah. All right, we just spent 22 minutes on quarterback, so that's crazy. We haven't got one. So let's move into another topic, and I want to talk about this guy here. Speaking of receivers, is Davante Adams. What are your thoughts, guys, on the Steelers maybe having it, throwing the hook out there and at least talking to Davante Adams to become a Pittsburgh Steeler? What do you think?
What are you going to have to pay him though? That's the thing.
A lot. I don't know, like big money.
There's been so many reports of different receivers that are out there. I don't think that there's no chance in hell. There's not a snowball's chance in hell. The Steelers are going to pay for Davante to be rocking the number 17 in the black and gold.
Yeah. What about you, Bubba?
Tomlin might, he wants to play for Tomlin. Maybe he comes in and tries to. Well, he's already made his money. He's already on Taco Bell commercials. Yeah, and he's probably a cancer in the locker room. But so's George Pickens, really. We don't have that veteran leadership as a receiver. If you can get him economically sound, you get him. If not, you go with other receivers like the guy from the Giants or Godwin from the Tampa Bay Bucks. But it doesn't matter who we're going to get. We don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, that's the first moving piece. My thoughts on this when I saw the news it got released today. And numerous sites saying Steelers are connected. And I did see his tweet as well saying how he'd love to play for Mike Tomlin. But many players want to play for Mike Tomlin. My thought is, and it's what Sean says here, I'm okay with it as long as Davante doesn't come with Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like Adam, I'm fine with if Adams comes over, I'm good. But Rodgers can't be a part of that deal. I don't want to see Adams and Rodgers together. Like I don't want to see it.
We couldn't.
That's what happened.
It would be ridiculous.
But the same thing happened with Rodgers was a Jet. Then he threw his receivers under the bus. He fired the GM. It was Rodgers' team. Then the Raiders, Adams came over, got traded, and now the Jets are like nut cut. So the Jets are a friggin' dumpster fire as well. But I'm just thinking this is all just rumor, and I think it's what Shane said. Everyone seems to be connected to everyone. Yep. You know what I mean? It's like one of those like the murderers here, and then the Steelers, they all just branch out into different spot over the trees. Oh, there's a new receiver. Steeler, look out!
Like
wild to me, man.
Like Clue.
Yeah, it's like everyone knows everyone. Like once they're released, it's like, oh, he could be a Pittsburgh Steeler, you know. But there has been some different talks where people at the combine and talking to other agents, that kind of stuff, where it might be a real thing. But something like this, I don't think is going to happen in terms of Adams becoming a black and gold Steeler. We don't have the receiver room is quite bare at the moment, but they haven't figured out George Pickens' contract extension or whatever it may be. And also, we don't have a quarterback. So that big time receiver, why would he, if we don't have one, come to the Steelers? You know, I just don't overly see it. Have you guys seen any other rumors like that in terms of the players?
Oh, I just saw one and it slipped me, so let me look it back up again.
I got a list of receiver free agent receivers.
Let's hear it.
Just from 1 to whatever. Number 1 is Chris Godwin. 2 is Devontae Adams. Keenan Allen, Chicago Bears. 4 is Amari Cooper. Darius Slayton from the Giants.
He's a good one.
That's the one that's been like
everybody. He can play as well. He played well. He plays well with the Giants. He can play.
Stephon Diggs, Josh Palmer, DeAndre Hopkins, who I wish we would have signed before he went to the Kansas City Chiefs, but he didn't. Mike Williams, of course. Mac Hollins, Elijah Moore, Cleveland Browns. Dante's not coming. Tim Patrick, Detroit Lions. Tutu Atwell, the Rams. Braden Cooks. Nick Westbrook, Irene, Titans. Moore. And Noah Brown come up from the Washington. He had a good game in the playoffs.
How old is that Keenan Allen fella from the he's a good receiver from the but he's quite old now, isn't he? He's about 30 something.
Yeah,
but he's a very physical receiver. He's like a Hines Ward, I think, kind of type. Like he can block well. His route running is excellent. So
David Moore when he played with the Bears wasn't bad as a receiver. And Robert Woods, the Houston Texan. There's 30.
I reckon they signed 2 I reckon they signed a veteran and another guy or something like that. They signed 2 because they need more bodies in the receiving camp. And they did mess it up last year where they didn't have the depth. And there was no Roman Wilson,
Slayton,
you know?
If they get that Slayton and, say, Godwin from the Tampa Bay Bucks, that's 2 receivers that give them an upgrade. Even if they get one of them, that's an upgrade.
Stephon Diggs is a they have the odds of where he's going to go. New England has the best odds, and Pittsburgh has second best odds. Then it goes down.
Stephon Diggs?
Yeah.
I never heard that until you just said that. Yeah. Wow. I think people.
He's a Bill, right? He was a former Viking, then Bill.
Yeah.
He's with the Texans right now.
Texan.
Oh, he must be moving around a lot. He was a Bill, right? Was he a Viking?
Yeah,
no.
He was a Bill, and he went down to Houston.
Right.
Because there's also a lot of I heard a lot of news with J.K. Dobbins from the running back from the Chargers becoming a Steeler.
Yeah,
everyone's a Steeler. Every free agent is going to be a Steeler.
Yep.
And this is why I don't get too much involved until it really starts happening, because it's so fucking exhausting that every player is connected to every single position. It's so exhausting after a while. Like, I don't know. You can choose some that are good, but some that are just exhausting.
I just hope we sign people to give us a little bit more room so we can draft some people, some good players.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't hear about that. I had no idea
about that. I didn't hear about that either.
Wow.
Wow. Well, we wouldn't want that.
You better watch out, Chris Boswell, if he comes in.
Yeah. We don't need to mess with the boss.
No, you definitely need a good locker room person. I think this team is needing that fix at receiver, like the veteran guy, like to shape everyone up and get them all moving, because it just wasn't cut last year. And they also didn't use Mike Williams too, so that was kind of frustrating. But yeah, it does come back to fellas the quarterback position. I feel like if the Steelers mess the bed and don't sign Fields, then they're going to be chasing their tail come into the free agent period. And we have like the most money, right, Bubba? I think we have like 70 million or something like that.
Okay, so as I'm thinking here, because I don't know what I'm doing in my life anymore. If we're not going to sign a receiver because we don't have a quarterback yet, do you put a little bit of money and go get a defensive tackle that's out there that's actually could vie for some kind of run stoppage, because we don't have any now?
think they're going to draft one. I think that's going to be their target in the draft, the way things are kind of laid out. Multiple mock drafts have them getting that guy from Michigan.
Grant. So. I think I picked him in one of my mock drafts. No, I picked the receiver. I picked the dude from Ohio State, the Umbaka.
Yeah, I think he's good. Yeah.
They just need a big fella up front to man the hole like Casey Hampton used to do, and maybe they move around the other bloke Benton, because Cam needs some help there. And look, it was so much fun watching Cam and Stephon Tuitt play together, but obviously that didn't work out because he.
So if we sign a defensive lineman and a corner, then our defense could be more solidified, and then you could get some a nose tackle in the draft, but you still need to get a receiver.
Hey,
I wonder when we were. Oh, sorry, Shane.
I'm gonna make your freaking heads explode. Okay?
Please not. Please don't.
So let me share this. See if I can. It's now this is on Sports Steelers Now. Steelers land wild card quarterback in latest mock draft, and it's Shedeur Sanders.
There's no way.
Well, he's gonna fall to 21.
Yeah, he's not gonna be. Yeah,
his stock dropped.
His stock dropped. He didn't do well.
I thought the Browns were taking him. I thought the Browns were thinking about taking him at number 2.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the Steelers to me won't go that direction. There's
his dad.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, right? I don't know.
That's a hot mess.
I don't think the Steelers will go quarterback in round 1 for a long time because they stuffed up with Kenny Pickett, to be honest. So
Sean McMahon had Egbuka, that wide receiver from Ohio State. I think they might be able to get him at 21.
He falls that far.
Well, in my mock draft, he did fall to 21. That's when I picked him up.
It's hard, but you know what I find funny about mock drafts right now? It's hard to do it because the free agents have not moved around yet. How can you do it with it?
I did one with no trades, and I took the best available, and then I just went in and see who was good at like defensive linemen, who was higher, and then I just picked them and put them in. I had no clue who they were. You know what I mean? I'm not that great at knowing college prospects, so. But
we're not really meant to be. Like the average fan, for me, I'm an average crazy fan, but like I don't know all these players. I just know some bits about them, but like in the college, I have no idea who these guys are. You know what I mean? So
sometimes you could be the greatest college football player in the world, and you come to the NFL and you can't play diddly.
Ryan Lee.
Who was that quarterback that was it Jamarcus Russell for the Raiders? He was meant to be outstanding, and he was absolute flop.
I think he got busted for robbery or something.
Happens all the time.
What's this episode about? Just all these criminals. What's happening? Holy dooly. All right, fellas, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a quick little ray gun reset, just to reset everything and to do a half an hour show. It's been great. And we'll come back after this ray gun reset if I still got it. And then we're going to talk more about the lead up into... Dudes, we're almost to the crazy part of the season where the rumors are going to start flying. So, ray gun reset, we'll be right back.
I'm speaking. Can you hear me? Can you ask me a question? Yes.
Still good. Still got it.
Oh my God. I'd have pulled a hamstring. I'd have been yelling. They had to call the paramedics. Oh my God.
Did she recover after her fall? Yeah, she fell on her face like 3 weeks ago. I don't know what's going on with her. There you go. Fellas, what else is in the news you think? Actually, no, I think I want to talk about too. They re-signed Carl Dunbar and someone else, one of the Steelers defensive outside linebackers the other day too. Yeah, Steelers re-signed Carl Dunbar and Denzel Martin. Do you guys know about that?
No, but why would you? Dunbar is a little older, and that display at the playoff game when we had 300 yards, I'd have just retired.
Yeah, but he's been there a long time, right? So
he's
it's like
just
10 years or whatever.
it's the status quo. You're not going to
Yeah.
get any type of new blood that's coming up, fired up. You're not going to get a defensive coach that's going to be fired up because that's just how it's going to be, because you have to get through to the
that kind of went through
coach.
like the background talk, and no one really saw it because it just happened. It's not really announced they re-signed them, but yeah, from Nick Farabaugh, been here since 2018. Dunbar's been there, and Martin joined in 2016.
Yeah,
but he went
they
somewhere
didn't
else.
get rid of anybody that they should have got rid of. They didn't do anything this offseason to solidify any type of coaching upgrade. I mean, that poor record that we had last week or 2 weeks ago when we were talking about the locker rooms and the owners and I mean, we haven't done anything this offseason to solidify anything to make us a better team than where we were at after.
It's not what they normally do. It's just like the boring normal moves. They've cut Preston Smith. They signed a tight end, Donald Bottom Jr. That's just so I'm hoping something big happens where it's a bit of a culture change,
Do you think
Open.
Do you think last year, I said this earlier, what a huge move they made. They made some big moves last year. Do you think we're just at the precipice of a lot of shit stirring? It's
Well, they got
Steelers ladle.
Yeah. They got Queen was a big move, and I think some fans didn't like the way he played, but still going into his second year, it's still a good move, I think.
Well, they got a little bit of speed. They got he's faster. Peyton Wilson's fast. His combine speeds are were off the charts. Year ago. Now we saw him play. He does have that speed. I think they get a really good cornerback with some speed to replace what's that kid's name, Dante or whatever, Johnson. That one cornerback they have
the guy from the Carolina.
Now it's Deontay Johnson and Dante Jackson.
One of the Deontay's.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one or the other. Yeah.
So, anyways, the guy that I can't even remember his name because he sucks so bad. But
wasn't he hurt though at the end of the season? Wasn't Jackson hurt at the end of the season?
So get a speedster.
He got like 6 interceptions, right?
And then I'm just excited to hear like that they're in talks with guys like Cam Scatterbo, and they're talking to players that I'm interested in.
But Tomlin's taking him out to eat.
Yeah,
remember
but
he did that to Malik Willis. He was taking him out to eat.
Wings.
Yeah, and now he's not even starting. Like that quarterback.
I remember that.
They were going to draft him, and he took him out to eat.
Chick-fil-A. Who cares?
I don't know where he took him, but now he's like not even like. I think he's with the Packers now. Or I don't even know where the hell he's at.
Oh, I thought he was with the Titans, but I don't know. You could be right.
I don't know where he's at. Like
that was a huge story. That it was Kenny Pickett or him, and they had wings of Willis. And I was like, oh, we're gonna get him, and then didn't happen. So, Jed obviously got wings of Tomlin last week.
There you go. He probably got split wings.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
but at this point, we don't know. But I do like what Shane said. You need someone opposite Joey Porter Jr. who's going into his role, right? We need some splash plays, and I think guys that can hopefully turn this locker room around and buy into what Cam is selling.
The other side in the free agency, you can sign a cornerback in the free agency to make sure you have a legit starter, and then draft somebody. Because Corey Trice could be maybe a little bit more on the field, and then Bishop in your nickel.
Mm-hmm.
He had a great free agent kind of year.
Are like offensive linemen. You can never have enough of them. So I mean, you get another one. Maybe someone can do a little return kicks. I don't know. Just there's some talented cute cornerbacks out there, D-backs. But quarterbacks, there's not very many. But I've seen a lot of really good running backs. Receivers is okay, but there's a decent amount of good cornerbacks, and you're going to be able to pick later in the draft and get a quality guy.
So, Dante Jackson had 5 interceptions in 24. I think he's all meant to be a free agent as well. So, I don't know if he'll come back with the Steelers. But that's definitely a hole on the Steelers defense because they now Atlanta Roberts, he's a free agent too. So, will they sign him to a contract to be that that meathead, that bully?
I think they sign him, and maybe Jackson they don't sign. unless it's
Yeah.
real economically sound.
So next
So-
week at this time, we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Heaps. Hopefully. Yeah, because this is like next week, I think it's like 2 days. It's like officially 2 days in. The tampering period is 11th of March. So it's like, is that right? Is it like
10th or 11th?
The 10th is Monday. The 11th is Tuesday. So Tuesday, when we're here next week, there should be like
is that like the they can sign, but it's not legal, but it is legal, but it's not. It's some weird thing for 24 hours or something. I don't know what it is. It's like a weird, like it's not the free agent starts March 13th, but it's you're allowed to talk to players in like the first 40, like which means technically it's already open. I don't know. It's really odd. The NFL does some really odd things like that.
well, hopefully we got somebody signed by Tuesday.
There we go. Afton's on it. 10th is tampering. 12th is the official. Okay, so okay. So it's like I'm gonna open my shop at 9, but I can sell you things at 7 a.m. What the fuck? That's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Premarital sex.
Yeah, I'm gonna open at 10, but if you want to come at 6, I'll sell you 2 pies. Same thing. I don't know. Tampering starts Monday. Okay.
That's like the membership. It's like being a senior citizen at Sam's Club. You can get in there early. You know.
Hey, when I went to Sam's Club, I just couldn't believe you could walk past a 75-inch TV and walk out with a chicken, same day.
Oh, yeah. That's how it goes.
What store can you buy a flat-inch screen TV, a Steelers jersey, and a chicken in one hand, all in one hand?
Alone, the computer, and oil, all in the same trip. And tampons and pregnancy tests. And
What if you're like, I feel like a chicken today? You know what? I might update my TV as well. My TV's pretty shit right
And you
now.
can get
As
like
deal
a big
on.
giant container of
That's how I
pretzels.
bought my TV. It was like 8:30, and we walked past it. My son's like, "Let's get this big ass TV," and I'm like, "Okay."
And then you got
Yeah, we don't have stuff like that where it mixes all the genres together. We have like some big superset and stuff, but not really like that. Not like a chicken, and buy some shoes and socks.
You can buy some candy. You can
Yeah,
buy a big giant container of bubble gum. So when you buy the TV, you bought the bubble gum and you can put it in your mouth. So when you're walking out with that big 85-inch, you can blow a couple bubbles till you get to your car.
Do they sell insurance too or anything like that? Do they sell holidays or anything like that? Not yet.
You can get you can buy gift cards, and you can also buy. I got eyeglasses there.
You can get tires there.
I
Tires.
buy my tires there. Yeah.
Car tires.
Car
Car
tires.
tires,
Yep.
Wow. So you can buy car tires, a chicken, a Steelers jersey, and a TV all in the one setting.
And they're
Yep.
like Goodyear, Pirelli, Firestone, good tires.
Is there like a person working in that section selling the car tires?
They just drag someone to stocking shelves. He comes up and cracks your car up.
Unreal. Afton says I'm going to Costco tomorrow, and she says that Costco does vacations.
Wow.
Costco does do. So Costco and Sam's Club kind of have the same things, but Costco has different things. They both have like a little food court, but Costco does sell vacations. They sell a lot more mattresses and home stuff. You can still get a mattress at Sam's Club.
Doesn't Costco got that little short fat kid that goes boom? Is that the guy?
I've never seen that kid, but I've heard of
Oh,
him.
I have, little bastard. I mean, he's like a YouTube sensation.
Wait.
The chocolate chunk of chocolate chip cookie thing from Costco.
Wait, Toddy says going for a pack of underwear, leave with an entire carton of full eggs. Yeah, it's just so random. But when I walked in, I did enjoy it. And I got my shirts for $16, which was about $22.
I got a Steeler welcome mat when I went down there.
Well, let's give some context for some folks that don't know. So when Mark came over here, his luggage was lost. So I took him to a Dick's Sporting Goods, and a toboggan like this one.
Oh, I've got my.
$18 or $31 at Dick's.
You don't buy nothing at Dick's.
We went to Sam's Club, and what was it? 13.
Yeah, $13 or $14.
Yeah,
like half the price. So I bought one of them. I bought a Steelers one in the Steelers shop was about I think $35 USA, and the one from Sam's Club was I think $13. The exact same thing.
Yep.
I enjoyed being there. It was because every you walk past something like your Doritos and everything's like big, like everything's like here you go. Want to buy some salsa? And they're like, here's your salsa. And it's like this fucking big. You know what I mean? everything is like
you're carrying it on your
massive.
shoulder.
Yeah, like, I'm just walking out with chips. Like
Last time I was there,
everything is.
I bought 4 items. It was $100. I mean, 4 items. Like I bought like a big giant container of granola bars. Was like $25.
Yeah, when you guys buy something, you buy stock for the winter or the summer. Like everything's like, oh, I'm gonna buy some, I don't know, some candy, and it's like, oh, 4 kilos of candy, or you know, it's just crazy.
I got
what you guys
lollipops.
do.
I was sucking lollipops for a goddamn month. That's what I.
Yeah. Because when I went to Canada, same kind of thing. When I walked around these big shopping centers, and we have them too, but not as big as your guys' shopping centers. And even when I went to fucking Dick's Sporting Goods, it was fucking. Buddy,
I can't get anything in Dick's.
It's like Disney World.
My size. There's nothing I can get in Dick's Sports my size.
That's the nicest Dick's you'll ever see.
And the biggest too, actually. That was the biggest Dick's I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen many anyway. Anyways, I only see my own, all right, everyone. But when I was there, like, because you walk it in and it's so overwhelming. Like as a tourist, and you're just like, what do I want to buy? And it's just so overwhelming with so much stuff everywhere stuff. What's that?
We took you to Bass Pro. Now there's one in Springfield, Missouri, that is about 3 times the size of that Dick's we went to, and they like literally
fishing guns and stuff like that.
They have like a 10-foot fish that's
unreal.
That's in an aquarium, and
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's Bass Pro.
But no, I do enjoy going to like the normal American things like that. Even when I went to the diner with yourself, Shane, like the big American meals are fun.
American breakfast is probably the best thing that we take for granted.
Yeah, it's just the service is always fun, or maybe not always, but a lot of time it's fun. The meal it's a big meal with pancakes and hash browns and all those kind of things, eggs and stuff like that. The atmosphere is really cool too in those little diners. When I was in downtown Pittsburgh too, I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Hooly dooly. Alrighty, let's get back to some Steelers talk. I think there was a question here this is a good question too. Maybe we'll start to end near this. Where did Sean had it? What are you gonna do at running back? This is West 1-2. We don't have any running backs really on the roster. I think they're all
anybody.
Chock full of them, and I really think the Steelers are going to pick up a dandy.
And what round do you think they're going to pick up that dandy running back though?
Could be one.
You could pick a nice one up in the 3rd round, 4th round. I mean, I think Scadaboo's going to go 4th round, 5th round.
Wasn't he high up though? Wasn't he high up?
Yeah, but there's a lot of good guys. There's guys that are better than him ahead of him.
So you think it's not a need for the Steelers to get Genty at 1 or whatever? They can get someone back in the 2nd or 3rd, like J Devil said. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing them pick up a running back, but just have not. I think Najee had a lot of pressure on him being the number 1 round pick. You know, I don't think he's. Do you guys think he's coming back? I think he's going to another team.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I don't know, because he's so good for the community. He's very positive, and
I guess Bubba's in purgatory here. But you know, I keep pulling up every draft I pull up is different. You know, like you know, it's so up in the air. But you know, I just want a good running back in the draft. I'm really excited about the guys that they have there, and you know, Jordan Reed has a mock draft that I was looking at. And let me see what he has. Yeah, he has the Steelers taking a receiver, I believe, in the 1st round. Matthew Golden from Texas, which would be a fantastic.
I saw him run the 40 and stuff. He was pretty fun to watch in the combine.
Yeah,
which is that the one that was 4.2?
Yeah, 4.29.
Okay, well, I could go for that.
Wouldn't that get you excited? You know, that you're like, oh my gosh, that's a legit
big playmaker. Someone just something.
Calvin Austin speed. And then, you know, they have the 52nd pick. They're going to get another guy from Texas, would be Alfred Collins, maybe, and he's another one of those really good run defenders, and that's exactly what they need. You know, like a big, huge 300-pound run defender.
They need a nose tackle.
Yeah.
They need a lot of stuff. I mean, this is like Operation when you were a kid. Just trying to figure something out.
But if it didn't work, then didn't you get shocked?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's
So in the first 3 rounds, you guys, who would you take? In the first 3 rounds, Mark, who would you take? And Shane, who would
Well,
you
I
take in
don't
the first 3
know.
rounds?
overly players, but I would probably say, yeah, go
Position-wise.
deep.
Just position-wise.
Probably D lineman, running back, receiver. I think that's probably what I would go.
D lineman, running back, receiver.
Yeah.
I'd
you.
say
You have
wide
to-
receiver, cornerback, and then third round you get like a defensive tackle. And then fourth round, get someone like Will Howard, And
lineman,
they
receiver,
were
cornerback.
talking about that Bashul Tootin from Virginia Tech, and he was fast as shit and really did well in the combine. But
All right, fellas. So I'm gonna
I don't know.
I'm gonna make a segment up on the run for the last 10 minutes. And this should be called "No Fucking Way This Happens." All right,
Okay.
we're gonna say one thing together, or one thing each. Of no effing way this happens. If I swear too many times, YouTube will kick me off. But no effing way this happens, and I'll start first. All right? There's no effing way that we are getting back. Brendan Ayuk is coming to the Steelers. Right? This was on the this was on the internet today. This was like Brendan Ayuk was talking about if Yin worth a honey or better than another city. I'm icy Ian gone.
What
none
is
tucked.
he saying?
I don't know. But there's
We don't
no
want him
effing
anyway,
way that
'cause
we're
his
getting him.
grammar's terrible.
I am
What if
not.
somebody comes
Hang
to
on a
trade?
minute. One sec. I am not fucking doing the Ayuk talk again. Ever. I'm not doing it.
You know what?
Not
I'm
fucking
just going
going
to
that
go
route.
off, and I can't agree with you because they might do it.
See, he was so incoherent that Bubba is just sitting there spinning. He doesn't know what to think.
Yeah. And I don't know what he said, but
There's no
I could
effing
see
way.
him I could see 3 months
don't
of
know.
this like last year. I could see it again, and
I
this year
think
we
there's no
signed.
effing way.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm not playing the game of receiver. I'm not doing it.
it. I understand that, but
No.
I could see
No,
him
no
doing
effing way.
something because Debo
No,
already got traded.
Is that you? I couldn't even get my kid to translate that.
I don't know what it
he's talking
means.
about.
Is it Australian? Like,
If Yin worth a honey,
or better than
Look,
another city,
if you're not worth a honey or better in another city, I'm icy.
I got none tucked. What the
IAN
hell's none tucked mean?
got none tucked.
None tucked.
That's the end. Got none tucked.
What the hell does that mean?
Is he talking about like it means his self worth in another city or something like that?
So if he doesn't have a hundy,
Mm.
I don't know. He can just pound rocks.
Why can't he just speak clearly and
There's
then
no
I
way
haven't seen this guy play football in like a year or so. And he's been the most talked about receiver ever.
No, he's kind of like
The Steelers won't do it. I'm just not getting the rumor train. I would rather talk about Devontae Adams coming to the Steelers than Brendan Ayuk. I'm just sick of saying his name. So that's my segment of the show is no effing way. Shane, what's your no effing way that's going to happen?
There's no effing way that Fields and Wilson are coming back.
I agree with that, and because that would be the
I do
same thing
too.
as last year.
I do too.
That would be insanity to have both and quarterback competition. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good one. That's something that I think that they even Art Rooney talked about and said they're going to choose one or the other. It's going to happen soon. What about yours, Bubba? What about no effing way? What should not happen at all?
We should never ever lose a playoff game like we lost before. No effing way. But I don't think we're ever going to sign Aaron Rodgers. No effing way.
Would you be annoyed if they do? Because I will be. But they won't.
I'll just shake my. If they sign Aaron Rodgers, they're going in for. I don't know why they would want to pay him 25 or 30 million. That's just ridiculous. It's not worth it.
Could you imagine him coming to Pittsburgh and doing the press conference and like all these kind of things and like just bothering up the crowd and you know what I mean and the media? I don't think he would be. He doesn't care. Like I don't think he cares to live in Pittsburgh or to be a Steeler.
He's 5 years too late.
It would be must see TV.
But also too, He's leaving New York like Brett Favre left to New York, and
He's going to be a Viking.
Another team. Favre went to another team, and
he went to the Jets. Favre went to the Jets, and then he went to the Vikings. If he does that, it's a script written all over again.
Yeah,
same one. Jedevil says Ayuk means he has nothing to hide, and he'll be good anywhere he signs. You're welcome.
Thank you, Devil.
There you go. So
Devil got his hoodie, by the way, Shane.
Oh yeah, that was the first comment I didn't say. Yeah. I think he said he was wearing it right now.
He was lifting weights in it.
Where is it? Where is it? All the way back here. Who received?
I threw away the tags my kids ripped off. It was just sitting here. I know one of my kids came over and just tore the tags off.
That's funny. He's clanging and banging, man, with a Steeler hoodie.
Steelers. That's what I took because we're on Steelers Dynasty podcast. What are you fellas talking about tomorrow?
Same thing we talked about today.
This is like the warm-up show.
Well, I mean, me and Shane just go off, but there's
I did have a open face roast beef sandwich the very next day at a little mom and pop diner, and it was fantastic.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was phenomenal. Fresh cut fries with gravy and roast beef. It was like $8.95.
What'd you say? $8 or $9?
$8.95.
Woo!
It's worth the drive out here just to go out to eat this place. It's like what Raindrop was before it was sold twice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you fellas don't have chicken burgers, do you? You have chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches.
Fried chicken sandwich or grilled chicken sandwich.
So we call them chicken burgers.
They cut and grind it up into burger?
Nah, but it's just like we just call them that.
Why do you call them?
Unless you have like a chicken snitty. Yeah, no. Every not everyone. Most sandwiches we have are burgers. So when you go to the tuck shop, do you know what a tuck shop is? No.
No, I have no clue. What the hell is that?
A tuck shop is takeaway shop, not Justin Tucker. A tuck shop.
I was thinking about a little bit of,
No.
To go shop is called that.
Well, we call it like takeaway, right? So
you don't call it takeout.
They take something from you.
Well, they take it from you.
Wait. I have to go back because we call the original like fish and chip shop, right? You know, we call that we're going to get some takeaway, but we just automatically assume the other person knows what you're talking about.
Takeout?
No, takeaway. So you know what I'm saying? Like we yeah. After this mom will know. We assume that if I'm talking to you and I'm like, do you want to get some takeaway? And I'm like, and we already assume that you already know what we're getting. And then I'm just going down the tuck shop. That's TU. Yeah, I don't know.
No, you lose. I'm lost.
Mark, I want to ask you a question. And this is not like anything against your culture, but it's just, I was wondering, why are you guys in such a rush that everything has to have an abbreviation?
It's just I don't know if it's maybe
trying to kill you in Australia. You're like, I got to get this out.
Yeah, it's gonna be out now. I don't know if it's like a rush or maybe it's to do with maybe the heat and maybe like it's a bit we don't want to talk so long. Maybe that was like back in the old days when we came from being prisoners. But yes, everything is abbreviated. So
if you having a party at your house, Mark, and everybody's there and they're like, hey, let's call for what do you say?
Oh, having a party?
No.
Barbecue?
Take what?
Takeaway.
What do you say?
Have a takeaway.
No.
Hey, can we get some takeaway? How about we get some takeaway? So we got some.
Yeah, but you wouldn't at a party. You wouldn't overly get some takeaway. You might order some pizza or something.
Like, how about to go? How about let's get some to go? Like how would you say if you hey Mark, you go to a restaurant, you're like, hey, I'm ordering, and you're gonna order something, and it's a takeaway. I'm gonna take away this home. Food. No, I want this to go. Like,
I say, can I get a takeaway box or can I get a takeaway?
Oh my god, I'm fucked up. Like,
it's not like. Do you really think I'm gonna go up something? Oh, can I get a to-go box? They think I'm fucking mental.
Yeah. Well, over here, that's what we say. I'm like, hey, can I get it? I get that to go, not takeaway. Like, what? Yeah. Why are you taking?
We have takeaway shops like. Okay, so for instance, we have a shopping center. We have a shopping center right in Australia called Westfield.
Okay.
And in the actual suburb, I guarantee you, no one calls it Westfield. They call that shopping center based on the actual suburb called Tuggerah. So we don't say, "Are you going to Westfield?" Right? Or Westfields. They say, "Oh, I went to Tuggerah today." that doesn't mean you went to the actual suburb. That means you went to the shops.
Okay, but you
We
have to live there
automatically
now.
assume- We automatically assume, based on what we're having a conversation about, we automatically assume the other person knows what we're talking about.
Well, what about if
Because-
it's somebody like me who has no clue? I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the funny part. You know,
like,
so
I'd
if
be
I'm
like,
with my
"Where I
mates,
want a
right?
to-go box.
Don't ask for direction in Australia.
I'd be lost. They'd send me out into the water.
Hang on, if we have like with my mates having a conversation, right? Or what did you do today? Oh, I went down to Tugra, I bought some shirts and whatnot. They know I went to the shops because we call the shops Tugra or Tuggerah. That's and that. By the way, Tugra that's a suburb name. I would never say in my life I went to Westfield today. They'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Oh my god! But that's
Like,
the
are
name
you
of
alright,
the
mate?
store is Westview. That's the
Yeah,
name of the place.
Westfield. Yeah, Westfield. That's like a
is the
big,
name of the place where you're
huge
shopping.
huge company. Westfield.
But you
Westfield.
don't call it that.
No, we call it Tugra.
What happens if you go to a Westfield, another location?
I don't know. I don't live there.
Oh my god!
I have no idea. But we.
So if you went to Tugra and got a
yeah, it's like
takeaway, you wouldn't go to Tugra to get to go.
that's the place Tugra is the I think it's like an Aboriginal name back in the day. That is like the suburb name. So we would never say I went to Westfield today. I'm going to Westfields or whatever. We just said, oh, I'm going to Coles or whatever. And by your location, you automatically think, oh, he's gone to that one because he lives around there. You know what I mean?
But if you
Like,
don't
we
live
have
there, you
one-
have no idea. Like I
we
have
have
no
one-
idea, and I'm over here sitting, and I'm lost.
We have one
already.
here near me where it's called Bay Village, and we just call it Bayville.
I thought it said exactly what I was thinking.
I just don't understand. Like I don't know how you could put takeaway. Like when you take away, you don't get it. You take it away. Like you get it taken away from you. But for you
Yeah.
guys, it's,
Oh, I get takeaway at Tugra for sure, 100%, many
in
times.
Australia,
oh
kids
my
are doing,
god, my
doing
fucking
math.
brain's killing me.
and they're doing subtraction. You know, like when you're teaching a kid math, like takeaway. All the little kids are just getting hungry, thinking you're gonna get fast
Yeah,
food.
look, Shane's right. Everything is shorter. Everything was short. So like, I'm going to even we have the suburb I'm from is Baddo Bay. We just call it Baddo. You know, but we don't call it. Everything's shorter. Everything
like over
from
here. If I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to Walmart. I'm not going to the place
No,
where
actually-
Walmart is.
Bubba, wait, time out.
What?
We're so dumb. We add shit. We call it the Walmart. We add a title to it. I'm going to the Walmart.
No, I always just say I'm going to Walmart.
No,
Oh,
some
the
people
dog.
say call it the Walmart.
here's one for you. Here's one for you. Right.
Oh,
You know
God.
the winners pub I go to. That
Okay,
I
yeah.
take photos. I watch the games.
Yes.
After we win, I have a beer down there. We have
Uh-huh.
2 pubs where I'm from. Down the place called the Engine. We're 2 pubs, right? And by the way, I'm telling my location of what. So if anyone's out there, Carl, you loser, come find me. That's from a reference from ages ago. Come find me, you fucking loser. So we have 2 pubs where I'm from, right?
Okay.
And the top pub up the top of the road is called the Lakes Hotel. Okay. The bottom pub, in most families and people, they call it the bottom pub. Why do you think, Bubba, they call it the bottom pub?
It's gay.
No.
They call it the bottom pub.
Bottom pub. There's the top pub on top of the hill. Is
because it's at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. So there's no need. I don't even know what it's called. I have no idea what the bottom pub is even called.
That's not even the name of the pub.
No. It's called something else. I don't know what it's called. I legit don't know. I have no idea. We just call it the bottom pub.
Can you
'Cause
imagine like investigating a crime
Like,
with you?
but if you own that pub and you're trying to get exposure,
Oh, it's called like the social center or something like that. Like it's some weird name.
so everybody calls it the bottom pub. It doesn't call it the name that it actually
Pretty
is.
much. Yeah, everyone, if someone's like, oh, I want to meet you in a pub in the entrance, they're like, which one? Or I go to the bottom pub. Like, okay, I know what that is. It's the bottom pub. But they will name the top. They will name the top pub the Lakes Hotel. They won't call that the top pub. It's called the Lakes Hotel. You go to the lakes, right? The lakes, right? The Lakes Hotel goes to the lakes, but they won't say the bottom name or the bottom pub because they don't need to because they just call it the bottom pub. It makes sense to me.
I know. I guess. It just doesn't like Like if I lived in Australia and they're like, "Hey, Bubba, we're going down to the bottom pub," and I said the bottom pub, and they're like, "Hey, Bubba, where the hell's the bottom pub at? Why is it called the bottom pub?" Well, it's at the bottom of the hill.
It's even called the bottom pub. Oh, it's called the Entrance Social Club. No one's calling it that.
That's a dumb name.
Entrance Social Club. That's boring.
They just call it the social club. I'm going down to the social club.
Yeah, but you don't need to though. You just call it the bottom pub because you know it's the other one's got a name. If there's two pubs and the other one's got a name, then you just call it the opposite of that.
It's bar unknown. Bar X. It's bar X.
Yeah. There's a lot of things like that we have because we do shorten.
So why doesn't the owner of the bar just call it the bottom pub now? Because everybody knows
I think they might have changed it. Nah, but they changed it to the social club. Well, because obviously outsiders won't know where that is. You know?
I'm so far outside I have no clue. Because I would go down to the bottom pub and I'd get some takeaway.
It's nice down there.
I'm sure it's great. I mean, I would love to go to Australia. I always wanted to, but I'd be clueless. I wouldn't have nowhere to go.
Where I live, man. There's so many nice bars and beaches and cafes and restaurants all around me. Beach, the beach. Oh no. We name. Wait. So we name our beaches based off of course, the location as well. So we have Shelley Beach or whatever, or we have a place here called Foresters Beach. What do you think we call that?
Because of woods.
No, Bubba. What do you think we call Foresters Beach? Have a guess.
Foresters Beach. I'm just going to go to the forest.
Fories.
What's a Fories?
I'm telling you, guys would be so lost. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing how lost you'd be.
Wait a second. What's a Fories?
Fories. So Foresters is a suburb. Foresters. Right, it's a suburb, and we call it Fories. So Forries, Fories. Everything's shorter. Everything, trust me.
Oh, so Fories is short for forest.
So when you're in a metropolitan, you call it metro.
Yeah, but we wouldn't say it. What's a metropolitan? What's that mean? Like a city, big city?
Oh my god, yes. I don't
know that. I've never said that in my life. You think out of all the fucking words, I'm going to say metropolitan out there in the real world?
No, you
out of all the words.
You would call it metro. I'm going down to the metro.
Hey,
I
Bubba,
wouldn't even.
What?
You want to know how to make an Australian's head fucking explode?
My head's going to explode.
Punxsutawney. Where Groundhog Day is.
Punxsutawney?
Yeah, there's a groundhog that comes out of the ground up.
I love that. Yeah, I've seen that. That movie's great. Anyways, we're a bit over time today, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, everything's shorter. Everything's shorter. Everything. If I'm going on fuel, if I'm going to buy some fuel, I'm going down the servo, which means service station. Servo, SERVO, servo.
That's short.
I'm going to the gas. I need to get some gas. I'm going to get to the gas station. Or around here, I got to go to Sheets. Or
yeah, you guys do it too. So if we're going to the service station, we're not going to say, hey guys, I'm going to the service station. We said, no, I'm going to servo.
Well, hey guys. No, I mean gas station. I'm going to go to the gas station.
We just call it gas station.
Or we know the name. We say the name.
Yeah, we call it petrol. So petrol or fuel, petrol or fuel, whatever, gas, whatever, I called high price when it was a few fucking months ago. That last year was so high. Kind of. So but no, we have short words for everything like servo.
This conversation started with chicken burger and we went to 8 different avenues.
And now it's so in the afternoon, we'll if I say, what do you do on the Savo?
What does that mean?
What are you doing the Savo?
Savo.
What are you doing Savo?
Savo?
The real one is in the American English. Oh my God! What are you doing this afternoon, Shane and Bubba?
Okay.
Oh my God, that's too long.
Too long. What? So we just say, what are you doing?
Hey guys, what are you doing this afternoon? What are we up to? What are we doing?
What are you up to?
Yeah. What are you doing, Savo?
Oh my God.
It's like Savo means Savo is like Savo, right? So okay. What? Okay, let's stick here for a minute. What are you doing? I even hate fucking. This is too long. This afternoon.
Oh, that's an acronym, man.
Okay, so what you guys do, right, is this. What are you doing this afternoon? What we do is this. Right, let's see the difference. That's yours. That's mine.
What?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. That's
What are
a
you doing,
little long.
Sabo? Yeah, but that's what we just say real fast.
Or you just can't you just say like what are you doing today?
Oh, I'd probably say what's going on. What's happening? You know?
Okay. As
Um,
you get the takeaway down at the bottom.
yeah, because we don't do takeout or to-go orders or whatever it is. We just go getting takeaway or what's for lunch, takeaway. And they're like, okay.
That's true, sir.
But it's all takeout in America. Like Domino's is takeout. Like everything's takeout.
Australian English looks similar to Southern English. What's that like? What Southern states?
I can't get anything on Australia. I'm lost.
Yeah. What the F is up? Yeah, but there's a few things like that. So, but I think to Shane's point, I think because we speak so fast, not time. I feel like maybe because of the heat. I don't know, or maybe because we are from the convict land, and like 75% of us came over.
Well, we all came over here.
Yeah, but you
None
guys
of
weren't
us are
convicts,
original. None of us are original in the United States. I mean, except for Native Americans.
Yeah, but you guys weren't convicts though, right?
No.
We had
No, we were indentured servants, though. Some of us were indentured
Okay.
servants. 7 years. Had to,
Just because you're 23 and me came back and it said you were black, but that was
No, it never did. I'm Sicilian. I'm just saying, like,
you're
am
5% away from RNA when you say the N-word.
Well, my dad, we have a little bit of Native American in the Brewer side. Now, my mom's maiden name was Baroni, and they cut that off because that, you know how it is, Shane. All long names when they came over, they cut them off. Like yours probably wasn't Stodmiller; it was probably Stodmanakabak or something.
Yeah.
They probably cut it off.
You know what? I'm actually my 23andMe or whatever goes back to I think like some part of China, like about 6 generations ago or something like that.
I've never
I'm part
done
of like
that.
some, yeah. My dad's side and family looking it up. It's like some I think Chinese man back in like 1600 or something like that. Like we're connected to that.
Confucius said
yeah.
you get takeaway.
Your
But it's all-
grandfather was named Hu Flung Poo.
You go, fat guy. You go. That's what happened to me at the Chinese buffet years ago. You get out.
Generations.
Yeah, I think it goes all the way back to some province in China, to be honest. Like back in the 1500 or 60, something like that. Someone looked it up. Well, my family's doing some research in it.
Wow.
Yeah, 10%. Alrighty, guys, let's get out of it. That was fun. That was too much fun.
Oh,
I enjoyed
man.
that. I think
Next week it'll be all Steelers talk.
Yeah, I think
Something.
just for me personally, guys out there, if you've been watching a bit and you've caught up, the last few weeks I've been really busy at work and stuff like that, but I haven't been that motivated. But I'm trying to jump back on the train. Starting from today was really fun. Talking Steelers, having a good laugh.
What do
And
you
I
call
don't-
a train in Australia?
Train.
Okay, good.
like the right- like-
I didn't know.
No, that's not a trick question, Bubba. Now you're being smart.
I'm just saying.
Later,
You
Tommy.
never
I
know.
had a couple of weeks from hell here.
Oh, what do you call? Okay, what do you call a thing when you push in the supermarket?
A cart.
We call them a trolley. Dead set. We call them a trolley.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do that next week. At the end of the show next week, we'll go through all the different slangs because that was quite fun. What's up?
No, that's for after hours.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm 12 o'clock. All right, yes. Thank you, Afton. Thank you, Gene. Make sure you guys catch their show tomorrow too. Steelers
See
Dynasty
everybody.
podcast.
I'm gonna go get some takeaway.
Yeah. I want to say too, by the way, like you guys got a good name. Like keep going with your show. I think it's a really good name.
Thank
I was
you.
looking around the Steelers.
We got 319.
Yeah, but I was looking around other Steelers podcasts and like the name just stick because I was trying to name my new one on Steel Curtain Network, G'day Steel Nation. I was trying to think of something, and your name's really good. Like Steelers Dynasty Podcast is just really, really good. I love it. So thank you, Kelly.
The dynasty is because we won Super Bowls.
And they might bring it back.
Because you're a huge fan of the 80s TV show.
Yeah. I used to think I was rich in Colorado.
Colorado.
Yes.
And yeah, also shout out to Afton too. Her mom's like in Australia somewhere. I think she's like
wow, she's
on
probably
tour.
getting some takeaway down at the bottom.
Too good. Too good. All right. As long as we don't sign this guy, we're good. I'll see you guys later. And which one is it? See you later.
I'll see you guys later. Left the light on. See you later.